Hi, I'm Mr. Santamont, and today I'm going to show you video game poses. All right, let's get started with a pose of a person on their stomach playing a video game. So we have that gesture line coming off of the head, and then I'm going to kind of mark in where I want the hips to be, where the neckline is, isolating some of those parts there. And then I'm going to connect them all together. There's the bottom of the rib cage. So then I'm going to shift up the bottom of the torso a little bit. The lower back, there's the shoulder, and the arms need to prop up all the weight of that large head. So you want to make sure the arms go forward and the hands will be holding a controller. By the way, what is your favorite video game, or maybe top 5? Leave your list in the comments, because I always love good video game recommendations. I still have a PS4. I know that's laughable, but I still have games on it that I haven't beat yet, and I think it's only right that I play those games on the PS4 before trying to maybe consider a PS5, I don't know. But yeah, I'm a PlayStation guy. Favorite games include Red Dead Redemption 2, Nier Automata, Fallout 4. I like Skyrim, that's like way old school. I like the open world RPG kind of stuff. All right, so we have the feet there hanging over the hips, just drawing the face. Now what I'm gonna do, once I have solidified the first layer, this is how I typically draw. I'm going to now add detail, such as headphones, on a separate layer. Now, if I were drawing this traditionally, I would use a colored pencil. Some of you may have seen me use that on my past videos, like a Prismacolor. It's called a color race. And then I go over it with either line art, like ink, or a pen, or even a darker pencil. So this is, a digital version of my typical methods. So this way I get to add detail, I get to redraw parts that aren't working, such as the legs here. See how notice how I'm moving the feet closer to the back, so hovering more directly over the hips, because I realized that I made the upper legs a bit too long in the original. All right, you guys, so that's just kind of marking in the center of the face. Let's move on to another pose. So this one's going to be somebody sitting cross-legged and playing maybe like a DS or a small handheld game controller. By the way, speaking of games, if you want to level up your skills even more, I do offer a free guide. Just check the little link floating above right here in the corner, and you can download your free guide today. So that's just an extra added benefit of just subscribing to me and watching my videos. All right, so we have the cross leg. I'm drawing a foot forward there. That's the other foot coming underneath the leg. I'll make that more obvious later. I'm gonna draw the person barefoot, so we'll draw the toes in the second layer. There's the hand and the elbow connecting with the shoulder and the upper arm. Then we have the other arm coming down and the other hand clicking a button on top of the console. Here we have the toes. I'm just kind of blocking in very loosely. This person is also wearing headphones, just so they can get that full surround sound experience. All right, now we have the next layer. Again, I'm using a different color digital chalk pencil, and I'm just a different layer. This just allows me, again, to add detail and to refine some of the earlier drawings that I've done. So we have a short sleeve shirt that I added on this person on the second pass, and then just really solidifying the fingers, trying to make more sense of them. And I realized that I had my screen so zoomed in, it was zoomed in so far, that my chalk pencil was really scrubby looking, really I don't know. I couldn't figure it out until later I zoomed out, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm only using 1/8 of this whole page. So bear with this kind of scrubby, rough texture of the pencil. All right, so there is the final, pretty much of that, but I'll add a little bit of line for that foot, separating the leg out, and just some extra lines there. All right, this next one is going to be POV. So this is like you are playing the game yourself. And of course, I'm going to be drawing my beloved PlayStation controller. So starting off with the 2 circles that separate both of the control pads, and then that little connective rectangle. The circles end in cones, and there are little 2 cylinders there for the little thumb joysticks. So there are the cones of the controller. I think, looking back, I think I made the controller a bit too narrow. I think I should have widened that center rectangle a bit more. It's okay though. It's just a quick sketch. So I'm just trying to get that drawn. Now I'm going to add on a separate layer. This is a little bit different. Because I'm adding so many layers, I decided to add my hands on a separate layer with a darker, different colored line. This just separates it out. It makes it less confusing when I'm drawing. So I'm drawing the fingers, the 3 fingers curled under the handle, and then we assume that the index finger is pushing one of the top buttons on the front of the controller. Just solidifying some of the details. And I think I tried to widen it a little bit, but overall, if you look in the thumbnail, I don't know if the thumbnail of this video, I made it even wider, so it's more accurate, but it's okay. And I kind of went ahead of myself. I need to erase some of the lines of this controller because the point of this layer is supposed to be my hands. So I kind of got a little too far ahead of myself in outlining it, but let's draw the other hand. Thumb is hooked over, the fat part of the thumb is like gripping on the handle part. And then we'll have 3 fingers again with a slightly different grip. It's a little bit of a looser grip on the right side. Like the fingers are not, actually it's tighter. The fingers are coming towards us more. The fingers on the left hand are kind of like more passive. All right, and then there's our screen. So you can just draw whatever video game that you want to play. All right, this next one is looking over somebody's shoulder, and I decided to make a nice retro reference here. This is a guy playing a Game Boy, although you could, with one simple adjustment, you can make it a cell phone. So I still have my original Game Boy, by the way, from my childhood. Somehow it still works. It's the one that has like a clear shell on it, so you can kind of see the components underneath. Anyway, this guy is playing a Game Boy or phone if you choose, and we are over his shoulder kind of watching him or her play. So you can see how thick that little block is, like a brick. That's how the Game Boys were built. If you want to make it a cell phone, you just make it more narrow, more skinny. So upper arm leading to the elbow and the forearm. And I'm going to draw the fat part of the thumb. Thumb is pushing down on a button. We don't really see the fingers. They're curled around the back side of that Game Boy. We do see another finger, another thumb hooked over it. And then a little bit of the bottom of the palm there. And then I'll do another layer just to clean it up a little bit. All right, just adding like this one doesn't really have a lot of adjustments. I do add some buttons on the Game Boy here. I'm just gonna draw this in right now, that little directional button, and then select and start. And then of course the screen, and then we're pretty much good to go. I'll get rid of that lower layer. All right, this next one is going to be couch co-op. So this reminds me of my childhood. We would go to each other's houses and play multiplayer games. Some of my favorites were GoldenEye. We also played a lot of Street Fighter 2. Pretty much, those are the 2 main ones. We'd play some sports games as well, John Madden football and different stuff like that. But it was just fun because, you can tease each other and challenge each other, and then the winner gets to keep playing while the loser has to rotate with the next people waiting. All right, we have the person holding, there's a thumb, hands curled underneath the controller. I made the controllers just very generic. Like there's nothing specific about those controllers. You can swap them in for a controller of your choice. I was just focusing on like the hunched over nature of the players on a couch. That's really the point of these poses. So feel free to, adjust, add whatever detail you want if you're making a story or a comic or a scene. The other person, slightly different body language. You can see the knees are together and the legs kind of spread out on the ground. The person on the left is going to be a little more excited. And also their controller is tilted a little bit more than the other players. And then the person on the right is going to be a little disappointed. So it's like one player got defeated, or one player just scored a goal or something on the other guy. So he's excited right here. He or she. We'll just have long sleeve shirts for this pose. Again, the generic controller, just a little box. And just solidifying the form there, adding a little bit of line for the other leg. Now the expression of this player is a little frustrated or shocked or surprised or dismayed. Hunched over a bit more. Short sleeve shirt on this person. And then again, fingers, thumbs on top, fingers on bottom.
Access granted.
And I'll just take out the lower layer once I add that little tongue there, and then we're good. All right, this next one is another couch co-op, and these are more subdued players, they're more focused. So we'll have two different sitting styles on this couch. So this player on the left is just going to have a proper knees together, sitting properly on the couch. The person on the right is going to have one leg kind of tucked under their body, and then the other leg is draped over the couch. So you can see the proper leg adjustment there, or the position. And there's our generic controller. We have the thumb and the hand. Thumb and fingers and hand right there. And then just draw a little bit of shape detail, or face detail, not much. Do that later. All right, this player has the controller a bit higher up, a little more, maybe a little more tense, and slightly angled. And then there's that knee that is bent, and the foot is underneath the other leg. So the other leg is coming out towards us and over the edge of the couch, and then the leg is tucked under. So more of a like casual, asymmetric pose. Okay, so now I'll do another layer and add simple expressions. So focused face. And I'm trying to add fingers here, but again, I was so zoomed in that I apologize if they look scratchy or really rough. So next time I'll do a better job at zooming out, making sure that I get the whole picture and get better detail. All right, there's a little squish of the couch between the two players. And then we have the leg of the other player coming forward. And again, trying to draw some fingers, but it just looks really, really messy, so I apologize. Adding a neckline for that player's shirt. All right, so there you go. All right, this last pose is going to be somebody playing solo, presumably on a couch. And they're going to have, similar to the last pose with that one player who had the leg tucked under, they're going to have one leg tucked under, but also 1 foot up. So like their legs are more, you'll see, more contracted. They're not over the couch or spread out. It's kind of like a super casual, like, it's like you're at your own house, barefoot, just hanging out, playing on the couch. So there's that upward leg with the foot just on the edge of the couch. And then the other foot is behind that leg. Controller slightly tilted, just giving it a more naturalistic pose. I made that forearm too long. And we'll drop down the upper arm right there, neckline, and the fingers. Now I'll adjust it, make it into another layer, and then just finalize the lines here. So I decided to finally switch from a chalk to a pencil brush, and that's why you're going to see a little bit smaller details here. You'll be able to see the fingers a bit better. There's the thumb, one finger, the forefinger, and then the 3 curled fingers underneath the controller. Again, another generic controller. Fingers curled around, we have the thumb on top. And then person's wearing shorts. So there's the hem of the shorts, there's the knee, and the wrinkle, the little fold between the upper and lower leg. And then we won't see the toes on the back foot. We'll just see the front foot toes there, draping over the edge of the couch. And that is pretty much it. If you want to see the full version of this video ad-free with extra content, I have 3 other poses at an arcade place. Please make sure you follow my Patreon. And also like and subscribe. So yeah. So thanks for watching, you guys. I appreciate it. I'll see you next time.